Yeah, so a little bit about my health story is basically I've kind of been overweight my whole life. I graduated high school at 250 pounds, but I was a kind of an in-shape football player. Got married very young, married at 20 years old, happily married for 12 years now. And, right after you get married, you kind of start to gain a little bit of weight. You're cooking on your own, learning your own thing. And all of a sudden, one day I turned around and the scale was over 300 pounds. And I didn't actually believe it for a pretty long time. And we had a child, and as she was 2, it was Christmas time, and I looked down and I said, I have to be here to walk her down the aisle one day. And so I went to the doctor, and he tested me for diabetes, which ran in my family. I tested positive for that. I was on high blood pressure medicine, high cholesterol medicine. So I was 26 years old, extremely obese, all sorts of problems I shouldn't have had. And I decided to do something to change it. So basically, after losing about 150 pounds, I'm from Utica, New York, and the biggest running race there is the Utica Boilermaker. About a month before running the Boilermaker, this was a big landmark for me. I decided I've lost all the weight. I want to do something really cool. I want to go run the big race where I grew up, and everybody would televise it and everything every year. So I signed up, and I was running, and I was just kind of figuring out a training plan on my own. And about a month beforehand, all of a sudden I had a huge knee problem. At least I thought it was a knee problem. And what had happened was I actually went to a regular orthopedic surgeon. They told me to stop running, take some Advil, and in 2 weeks try again. And I took their advice, and after 2 weeks and taking Advil, the very first run I went out, it started to hurt again. So I started Googling anything and everything I could try to find to help myself run this race I'd already paid for. It was going to be a huge milestone for me. And I came across Dr. Matt and Rochester Spine Sports Chiropractic, and essentially I called up and I said, I'm in dire need of someone to help me. I believe there has to be another option to get me on the street so I can train for this run and actually complete this race. And in the matter of 2 weeks, I had 5 treatments with Dr. Matt, and I was able to complete that race at a very high level, and I was really excited about that. I'd walk in, be able to explain the problem. For example, hey, the outside of my knee hurts. I really think it's another IT band problem. He would search around, find where the problem really was, and I would leave his office feeling 10 times better than I did when I walked in. And not only would he treat it in the office, but then he would give me preventative things to do while I was at home as well. Hey, incorporate this stretch. Try to not cycle as much this week, but maybe try getting in the water a little more this week. So that was one goal. Another goal of becoming a triathlete that he was very, very important in. Yeah, so I was talking with my daughter one night, and we were just talking about friends. She just started school, and I said, "Do you know who Daddy's best friend is?" And she says, "Your chiropractor, Dr. Matt." And I said, "You might be right about that."